Hello, Primary 5. This is story, chapter 5, the trial. Trial means that a guilty person stands in front of the judge to sentence him to be guilty or not. The group of the travelers, Passepartout, Oda, Sir Cromarty, Mr. Fogg, and the guide reached Allahabad train station to catch the train to go to Calcutta. So they didn't need the elephant. What do you think Mr. Fogg do with the elephant? Think well, please, Primary 5. Yes, that's right. Mr. Fogg thanked the young guide and gave him money and the elephant because he's gonna catch the train. So the group moved to catch the train to Calcutta. Auda had to go to her uncle in Hong Kong, and Mr. Fogg was going to Hong Kong too. So he told her to join them. But first, he advised her to change her clothes because the Indian guides would recognize her. But Sir Cromarty didn't join them and said goodbye. The next day, they arrived Calcutta. Mr. Fogg asked Passepartout to buy some fresh clothes and tickets to Hong Kong, but the policeman arrested them and took Passepartout Oda and Mr. Fogg to a small police station to appear in front of the judge Obedia. Oda was so scared. Why do you think Oda was scared? Think well, please. Yes, that's right. She thought that the two men were in jail because they rescued her. But they were wrong. They were taken to the police court. They were taken to the courtroom because the priests from the Bombay temple were were standing in front of the court because Passepartout broke the law by entering the temple wearing his shoes. Do you remember? Of course, do you remember? Passepartout and Fogg were nervous. Do you think why? Yes, that's right. Because the ship leaves to Calcutta at noon. Front of the judge, and he told him, told Passepartout and Mr. Fogg that they had broken the law and would go to prison for 1 month. Auda's tear fell like rain. She felt completely helpless. However, what do you think of Fex? Yes, Fex was so happy. He said, smiling, because it's good opportunity to catch Mr. Fogg and arrest him. He thought he had a whole month to arrest the bank robber. Let's answer the question. Would you please get out question chapter 5? Question number 1. What did Fogg give the guide? Yes, very well. He gave him money and the elephant. And where? In Allahabad train station. What would Oda do after reaching Allahabad? What did Fogg ask her to do? She would go to her uncle in Hong Kong. Mr. Fogg asked her to join them. Do you know why? Because he's going to Hong Kong too. Where did the men go after reaching Allahabad? They went to Calcutta. Why was Auda dressed in European style? Yes, that's right. Because the guard would look for her, so they couldn't recognize her. Next, number 5. What happened What happened to Fogg and his valet in Calcutta? The Indian policeman arrested him because they have broken the law as Passepartout entered the temple wearing his shoes. How did Oda and Fex feel after the trial? Oda felt completely helpless, and Fex sat smiling. What reason did Fogg think he was in prison for? And what was the real reason? He thought he was in prison because he rescued Oda. The real reason was because Passepartout had broken the law by entering the temple wearing his shoes. Comment? Number 1. I have an uncle in Hong Kong. Who said that? Yes, that's right. Oda said these words to Mr. Fogg in the train station in Allahabad. That man came to our temple wearing his shoes. One of the priests said that to the judge at the courtroom. Those are my shoes. Passepartout said that to the judge in the courtroom. Complete. Oda was dressed in European style. Fogg said to the guards that he was kind and brave. The police took Fogg and his friends to a small police station with a little courtroom next to it. Number 4 and 5, please, homework. Do your best. Thank you.